It would be nice when the sun eventually decides to put in an appearance. In the meantime, some cheerfulness comes from the robin above my head. Now this morning, I'm in Edwardstowe churchyard, and as regular viewers to this rubbish will know, I'm rather partial to a bit of moss. Not Cape moss, the thin scrawny model. This moss, the proper stuff, the plant. Moss is always photogenic, but although it's a plant I've come to film today, this isn't it. But the one I've come to film is about 6 feet to my right. In fact, it's just in shot. It's mistletoe, and what's unusual about this clump is that it's within reach of the ground. And this is it. Looks as though next year it's going to be in for a good season's growth by the looks of it. And there's no berries on it at the moment. There's the remnants of a berry. In fact, there's almost a seed by the looks of that. But it's unusual to get mistletoe growing so low down. The problem is it gets pinched and sold in greengrocers and florist shops. And this is one of only 2 mistletoe plants that I know that are within reach from the ground. The other one being on an apple tree at the entrance to Darthold's garden centre at Worksop. But it's an unusual plant because it grows on the bark of a range of trees, normally berrying trees but often fruit trees. It's famed for growing on apple trees in old orchards. But in Nottinghamshire it is actually more common than what you might think, but it's often growing near the tops of trees. Drive through Burton Joyce and a lot of the trees lining the streets of Burton Joyce are full, huge big rounded clumps of mistletoe. Now, this characteristic evergreen plant is quite common in Nottinghamshire, but mainly at the tops or higher levels of trees. Burton Joyce is one that I mentioned, but there's many lime trees on the Winkburn estate out towards Cornton Way that are full of this. But even locally to the Market Warsop area, there are trees around Meaden Vale and onto the Thoresby estate that have these characteristic large clump forming plants, but always near the tops of the trees. In Thoresby area, it mainly grows on poplar trees, not the tall thin Lombardy poplars, but the white poplars and black poplars, and they vary in poplar hybrids. It has a very leathery feel and texture, and indeed it isn't an attractive plant to inverts. There are a small selection of invertebrates that do rely on mistletoe though. There's a small weevil and at least one bug that is found on it, and there's also a tortrix moth which doesn't occur in Nottinghamshire, surprisingly, when that leaf mines the leaves of mistletoe. But it's a lovely plant, and I thought I'd show you this because it's so rare that you get the opportunity to see it close up. And I'm surprised it remains here, to be honest, because I'm surprised that even in Edwinstowe people haven't pilfered it, even if it is growing in the churchyard. But if you want to see some more, try the Little Astor car park at Ollerton. There's a couple of trees there that have some enormous clumps of mistletoe growing on it. And of course, mistletoe is world famous for being an attractant and people kissing under mistletoe. But I can tell you that that doesn't work. 3 days I've been stood here, not one offer. Mind you, the vicar did give us a strange look and a little wink as he walked past the other day. Might have to take him up on that.